I became a train operator because I needed something predictable. After the accident, I couldn't trust roads anymore. Too many variables, too many sudden decisions. 1 second of hesitation and everything changes. Trains don't work like that. They follow tracks. Fixed routes, predefined stops, controlled systems. There's comfort in that. Or at least, I thought there was. I used to believe that if something had a schedule, it had limits, that anything that followed rules could be understood. I don't think that anymore. My route runs through a stretch of land most people never see up close. Long distances between towns, flat plains that turn into dense patches of forest without warning. At night, it feels like you're moving through something endless. The cab always smells faintly of oil and warm metal. The controls vibrate under your hands, steady, rhythmic, almost comforting if you let it be. My shift started at 11:40 p.m. Night runs are quieter, fewer passengers, less radio chatter, just you, the rails, and whatever waits beyond the headlights. Routine is everything. Speed checks, signal confirmations, scheduled stops logged down to the second. That's how you stay sharp. That's where I met Rafik, senior operator. 25 years on the line, the kind of man who didn't waste words. On my second night training under him, he tapped the route map mounted beside the console. "Everything on here is real," he said. "Except one." I glanced at the map. All marked stations, distances, timings. "Which one?" he pointed. A small marking, barely noticeable, no official code. Just a name, Sable Junction. "That's not on the schedule," I said. "It's not supposed to be," I frowned. "Then why is it on the map?" Rafik didn't answer immediately. Then he said, almost casually, "If you ever see it, don't stop. I brought it up later." We were parked at a terminal, waiting for departure clearance. The engine idling low beneath us. "You said not to stop at Sable Junction." Rafik nodded once. "Correct, but it's not even an active station. It shouldn't be." I leaned back. "So what is it, an abandoned stop? Old infrastructure?" Rafik stared straight ahead. "Something like that. That doesn't explain the warning." He finally looked at me. And there was something in his expression I hadn't seen before. Not fear. Recognition. "Some nights," he said carefully, "the system will tell you to stop there. That's impossible. Routes are preloaded. I know how the system works." His voice didn't rise. It didn't need to. "If it appears," he continued, "you keep going. No matter what the signals say." I shook my head. "So it's a glitch?" "Maybe." He hesitated. Then added, quieter, "Just don't open the doors." I almost smiled. Almost, but something about the way he said it stayed with me. Still, I didn't believe him. The first few weeks were uneventful. Smooth runs, predictable stops, the quiet comfort of routine settling into muscle memory. There's a strange peace to night routes. The world disappears beyond the headlights. Tracks stretch forward into darkness like a path you don't have to question. One night, around 2:10 am, I was cruising through the longest stretch of the route. No scheduled stops for another 40 minutes. The cabin was quiet, just the low hum of the engine and the occasional crackle from the radio. I checked the console. Everything normal, speed steady, signals clear. Then the display flickered, once, twice, and updated. A new stop appeared. Next station, Sable Junction. Estimated arrival, 2 minutes. I stared at it, heartbeat picking up slightly. "Glitch," I muttered. I checked the system logs. No errors, no override commands. The track ahead remained empty. Dark, still. Then, in the distance, lights. Faint at first, then clearer. Platform lights, where there shouldn't be anything. My grip tightened on the controls. The train began to slow, automatically. I reached for the override, paused, just for a second. Then forced myself to disengage it. The train surged forward, the lights passed by in a blur. And for a moment, just a moment, I thought I saw figures standing on the platform. Perfectly still, facing the train. I told myself it was fatigue, optical illusion, brain filling in patterns. That's all. Until it happened again. 2 nights later. Same time. Same stretch. The display updated. Sable Junction. Approaching. This time, the train slowed faster, harder, like something was insisting. I overrode it again. But as we passed, the platform lights flickered, and I saw more clearly. People, or something shaped like people, standing too close to the edge, not moving, not reacting, just watching. The third time, the radio came alive, static at first, then voices, layered, overlapping. Calm, too calm. Stop here, I froze. The voice wasn't part of any known frequency. Doors open. My hands started shaking. I grabbed the radio. This is Operator Unit 7. Identify yourself. Silence. Then, you're late. The train shuddered. Brakes engaging. On their own. I slammed the manual override. The system resisted. For a moment, it didn't respond. Then, finally, released. We sped past the station again. But this time, something was different. One of the figures had moved, closer. I reported it, officially. System malfunction. Unauthorized signals. They checked everything. Logs came back clean, no anomalies, no recorded stop, no station. Rafiq didn't say I told you so. He just looked tired. You saw them, didn't you? He asked. I didn't answer. I didn't need to. It happened on my last run, 3:03 am. No warning, no gradual build. The system didn't update. It just changed. The train slowed instantly. Emergency braking. Uncommanded. I fought the controls. Nothing. Dead. The train stopped. Silence. Heavy. Absolute. The display flickered once. Sable Junction. Final stop. The doors unlocked. I didn't touch anything. They just clicked. Ready to open. Outside, the platform was fully lit, brighter than before, and the figures closer, too close, standing just beyond the glass, their heads tilted slightly, like they were listening, waiting. One stepped forward, not walking, just shifting, closer to the door. Its reflection stretched wrong across the glass, too tall, too thin. I couldn't see its face, but I knew it was looking at me. The door alarm chimed, soft, polite, inviting. I don't remember deciding, I just reacted, reached for the emergency override, slammed it, again, nothing. Then, the radio crackled, Rafiq's voice, faint, distant, don't open the doors. The system flickered. For 1 second, control returned. I forced the throttle forward. Max power. The engine screamed, the train lurched, the doors tried to open, then locked. We moved, slowly at first, then faster, pulling away. As we passed the platform, I saw them clearly. Dozens, maybe more, all facing the train, all watching, and one standing closer than the rest, head tilted, almost curious. It didn't move, didn't chase, didn't need to. I don't run that route anymore. Didn't fight the reassignment, didn't ask questions. They say there's no record of Sable Junction, never has been, no station, no infrastructure, nothing. But sometimes, late at night, when I pass through long stretches of track, the display flickers, just for a second, and the route map shows a stop that isn't there. I used to believe that tracks meant certainty, that routes were fixed, that nothing could appear where it didn't belong. I don't think that anymore. Some stops aren't meant for passengers. They're waiting for something else. And one night, the train might stop,